Hi everybody, it's Ben here and today I'm taking a look at the massive Michael Keaton Batman 1989 from the movie. This is from Neca, it's their 1/4 scale figure, and a huge thank you to toymecha.co.uk, their link is in the description below, for sending this out to me. Very affordable prices. I believe they are the cheapest in the UK, so UK people, get on to it. It's a beautiful box. You've got pictures of the Batman all around. As you can see, I'm having to use my huge photo tent for this guy because it is probably the biggest Neca figure I actually own. I'm going to have to switch to the red background for this guy just so you can see just how much detail Neca have put into the Batman. As you can see in the actual box, you've got the Batman shroud behind him, you've got Batman standing there with his kind of swiveled waist, and alongside him you have all of your accessories sealed in a plastic bubble. Now, we're not here to review the box, let's get this guy out of the box and take a look at how good he really is. Right, my lovelies, here he is out of the box. First of all, I want to take a look at his accessories. You get, if we can get him in focus, there we go, look, we get a lovely batarang, which does fold like so, folds over like that. Very nice. You get his grappling gun, which again you can fold like so, split in half, and it goes onto his belt. Well, the belt bracket. Speaking of belt bracket, yeah, mine snapped. I was trying to get it on the belt, basically, where it hooks round. This is a hook, like that, and it is situated on there like so, and that hooks onto the top of the belt, and then this runs along the underside side of the belt, and I got it on, but I then tried to push these segments onto the belt, and it snapped this bracket off. Now it's, if you can see in there, I don't know if I can get that in focus. You can see in there, you can just pretty much run a long a bit of glue in there, and this should just glue back into place. But I wanted to show you that these bits are super fragile. You have to be so careful with them. I mean, the actual plastic itself is very thick, and it shouldn't have broken. But it's because it's two separate pieces, they literally held on by next to nout. So basically, this gun pulls apart. This goes on like so onto there, and then the other section folds in like so. So it's basically like that, and it's exactly the same as it was in the movie. So you can just flick back his cape and grab his grappling hook out and put it together, up in the air. Yeah, I snapped it. Another thing to be wary of, guys. I love the detailing on the grappling gun, but this bit here, again, is very flimsy. Be super careful with that. I mean, look at that. That's held on by next to nothing. That's a wonder I haven't broken this one yet as well. But it'll be super careful. You get two of these lovely batons. Again, quite strong, quite thick, but they are breakable. Just got to be careful. These slot into his open hands, and then go into his sleeves of the cape. So you can get that iconic Batman pose where his cape is spread open wide, ready to pounce on those villains. It's a really nice touch. They didn't have to include these, but I think it's a really nice thing to do, and it looks the bee's knees. I'll show you when we look over the figure. You get various gloves with this guy. I love the gloss finish on these, and like the metal studs. Really nice detailing. Look at the folds in that glove. They are superb. Really nice paintwork on these. A lot of detailing has gone into those. You get the open hand. This is obviously for the grappling hook. You get a fist with the hole in there, which that will hold those batons. And you get a second fist, and he comes with closed fists as standard. Again, these are like you get with the other Neca figures, just apply moderate pressure on the wrist and twist slightly. These pegs are fairly solid on this guy, but again, just be careful. This is a toy, but it is fairly brittle still, so just be careful. And the final accessory is this kind of open grappling hook. Now you also get this long, thin wire with it. Now I have no idea how to attach it to anything. I've just threaded it through the eye on here. There's no instructions with these Batmen, so you kind of just got to guess your way around it. I thought maybe I could attach it to the grappling hook somehow, but I have no idea how it'd go on unless we took this piece off, and I don't want to try and pull that off. I'm literally going to break it if I pull that off. So at the moment, I have a grappling hook, an open hook there to grab onto things, a long piece of wire coming off it, very elasticated, but I have no idea how you attach it to anything. I guess it's a nice addition, isn't it? And now we take a look at what is probably the best sculpt on any of the Neca 1/4 scale figures. It is the Michael Keaton Batman, and oh my. In reality, they should have been doing sculpts like this for quite a while now, with the fact you can do 3D digital scanning now, unless they just haven't had the rights to it. I mean, the Henry Cavill Superman was absolutely terrible, but I'm wondering whether they didn't have the rights to him. They had the rights to the Superman, but not to his face. Because that was terrible, wasn't it? It really was terrible. But I mean, this is absolutely outstanding. Let's see if we can get you in focus. I mean, that is an amazing sculpt. I mean, just look at those eyes. They pierce through your soul. I mean, my wife knows very little about Batman, but she instantly recognised this as Michael Keaton, way more so than the Beetlejuice figure they done a few years ago. It's great, isn't it? That is such a great sculpt. I mean, all in all, the figure himself is just phenomenally done. I love the way they've separated the different parts of the body. I mean, the Hot Toys is just kind of the same colour black throughout. Does that make sense? Whereas this one split up, you've got the really high gloss on the sleeves, and then you've got the almost grey undertone for the body there, and then you've got this black armour that goes over the top, and the cape itself is almost like a leatherette. It's really nice. I mean, they have captured those Nikes down to a T. I mean, I love the fact that they kind of sprayed up Nike trainers and used them as part of his boots for the original film, and they've captured that so well. I mean, they've got this shin guard made of this different plastic, and they've got the high gloss on the side of the boot. The armour on the front is just that matte black. It's such a lot of attention to detail. Even the folds down the back of the calves. Knee pads, again, separate piece of plastic. You've got a good range of movement there, all underneath the pads as well. Really nice. You've got a nice ball jointed thigh. Really good movement on there. Quite a soft crotch. Yes, I'm poking Michael Keaton's crotch. Quite a soft crotch, so you've got a lot of play in those legs. I mean, you could probably almost get him into a seated position if they were to release a 1/4 scale Batmobile. God, that'd be amazing. Quite a tight mid-swivel there. Not really much of a crunch. This whole armour section, it's almost slightly offset, which I'm not overly happy with. I can't seem to get it completely square with the rest of the body. Do you see what I mean? It almost looks slightly offset, like he's kind of standing almost side on. But again, it's really nice to have this as a separate piece of armour. Almost, I think it's like a rubbery plastic over the top of that torso. the head and the cowl, I was a little disappointed with the actual fact that it's one solid piece. The hooded cowl kind of goes over. You can't get a good nod on the Batman head because it's attached to the cowl there. I mean, you can get a good left and right movement, but when you move that, you move the cape. And I'd like to have had kind of a separate head there, just to have the cowl almost, I don't know, just like with the Captain America head, it was a separate head, wasn't it? The cape itself, you can have it pulled underneath the cowl to hold it out front, or you can slide it underneath and back round, which keeps it right out of the way, giving you a lot more movement in these arms. Again, a nice ball jointed arm there, great joint. You've got an upper swivel, no upper swivel, no, just a cut in there. You've got a good swivel on the elbow, single joint on there. There's a swivel on the gauntlets, and you've got that rotation and a hinge on those fists, which are, of course, interchangeable. So that's pretty much sums up the articulation on this guy. I really do like that head. Look at that. Oh, and just to give you a comparison, I mean, this cowl, it actually looks like there's a face under that mask. I mean, you take the Captain America head, for example. This mask on Captain America just looks like it's painted onto Chris Evans' face. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great sculpt, but it literally looks like it's just painted on. And I just think the Michael Keaton head just looks like it's a face underneath that mask. I mean, what do you guys think? I think they've done a wondrous thing with this Batman. They've taken a big step up with their production quality. Although it is worth bearing in mind that the Batman does seem very hollow in comparison to like your Superman or your Captain America or even Iron Man. I know Iron Man's got those electrics in him, but the Batman does seem a lot more hollow. Hence, maybe the cost should be a little cheaper. I don't know, maybe it's because they've upped their game and put a lot more into the detailing that they've had to cut corners with the density of the plastic. But all in all, he is an amazing Batman. Right, let's change those hands out again. Apply moderate force and give it a little twist. That's coming. There we go. See, just need to be careful with those. And what you want to do, you want to grab the hands with the hole in, and again applying a bit of force and giving it a little twist. Get that hand in nicely. Now, if you look in the sleeve of the cape, to look really, really closely, there's a small hole in the seam on both sides, and you can get your baton, place it in the hand of the Batman and basically slide the baton through that small hole. And there he is. I mean, that is some wingspan, isn't it? That's such an iconic pose. I absolutely love that. He's getting ready to swoop down on those two criminals from the film. Oh, what a great idea. It's such a simple idea as well. And rather than having the whole cape kind of wired out, which would then limit how you have it posed when he's just standing still, I think it's a great idea. Just add these batons in and just have it. I just think it's a great little idea. Well done, Neca. I give you a thumbs up for that. Yes, I do. All in all, a very, very nice Batman figure. Again, be super, super careful with those accessories. I was a little disappointed in just how brittle they were. But all in all, you're paying a heck of a lot less than any of the other companies like Sideshow or Hot Toys. And you're getting a very, very detailed, very large figure and a huge value for money purchase. Now, a few people have asked me, how do you display your Neca figures? Because they do have a tendency to fall over. I know Neca have released their own 1/4 scale stands. I would advise you not to buy these. If you go on the Evil Bay or just even Google and just type in large doll stands, basically you can get a metal plated stand with a rod goes up, and it's an adjustable clip that goes around the waist. My mum used to have a load for her porcelain dolls. You can spray them up whatever colour you want. They generally come in white, but I have seen them in black, which would be ideal for Batman. And they're about $15, $16 for about 4 of them, and they're adjustable, and they are absolutely perfect for your Neca figures. They hold them in place, and they display superbly. You can even, I've seen them done custom ones there where they've sprayed them up in appropriate colours to match the figure. I think that's a really good idea and very easy to do. So that's what I advise you to do. Go out and buy these stands. They are called large doll stands. Just type them into Google and away you go. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. From me and Mr. Keaton, until next time, goodbye.